Okay, thank you very much and good morning. Uh, I don't know if you've been given a copy of this latest survey that we do regularly sa Okta, but nevertheless, I'll provide a background. Uh, Here, so, tugon ng, is it okay if I stand up, sir? Sige. Okay. So, for technical details, kasi usually we ask how the survey is conducted. So this latest survey of Okta, we do regular probes and we ask about 1,200 respondents across three major regions in the Philippines. And the sample, as mentioned, 1,200 respondents. So we do multi-stage probability sampling, and then with a margin of error of plus and 3 percentage points. Then here, so as you can see, there's several error margins for at the national level, but also at the same time at the local level. Just to give you a sense that we do that one to give proportional weights to the population. And then just the demographics ng siguro, I don't think you need this one. Let me just go quickly to the highlight. No? What were the three key findings that we were able to get from the latest survey? So this is again part of our regular probes. We do probes on election, but in this case, in the issue of China. So the case of China, there is a consistent trend towards Filipinos view distrust towards China. Adult Filipinos, about 85%, continue to express distrust towards China, with only 15% saying we should only trust the country. And if you also look into like at the regional level, there are variations, there are nuances. So 77 to 88%, lowest in Visayas. So it might signal something that there's going on. Bakit maliit lang yung distress level sa Visayas? However, it is highest in the National Capital Region and the Balance Luzon. So this is something worth looking at. And also, in terms of socioeconomic class, distrust remains consistently high, about 80 to 90%, peaking among those in the Class E or our poor constituents. And then, so these are just simply figures for you to know. Uh, and then, as mentioned, at the regional level, distrust is widespread, majority levels across regions except in Cagayan Valley. Maybe for the governor Bamba, or maybe a question of geographic proximity kasi malayo siya sa coastal regions. No? In contrast, at all adult Filipinos in Mimaropa, Bicol region, Visayas maybe, there's reported cases of, distress level is at its peak. No? So that's the trust rate. As you can see, it's spread out. We disaggregated this one separately. And then, so yeah, so fairly 85% does not have a much trust towards China. Okay, so let me just go to the next one here. So together with the question on the distrust levels towards China, we also polled Filipinos who among the considered as perceived threats to the nation. No? So China is ranked overwhelmingly perceived by Filipinos as the greatest threat to the country, cited about 74%, far surpassing Russia and North Korea just 4%. So also, if you look into the polls, there were also mentions of other countries, but China is overwhelmingly mentioned as the top, the greatest threat, posing the greatest threat. So this sentiment is consistent across the archipelago, with perceptions of China as a top threat, 63% in Visayas to as high as 78% in Balance Luzon. Then by socioeconomic class, between 73 to 84% identified China as the greatest threat, with the strongest apprehension recorded among Class E, so among our poor constituents. Uh, so here, as you can see, there's really variation. No? So ang interesting dito is, let's say, in the Visayas. why there's this again consideration of China as the greatest threat. Also, we also ask what could possibly drive this distrust towards China, and foremost is that it's essentially because of the aggressive acts in the West Philippine Sea. About 68%, which emerges as a leading source of distrust across all sectors. Uh, and then between 64 and 76% of respondents across major areas cite this as a principal reason, with NCR registering the strongest sentiment. Then, beyond the maritime dispute, the survey also highlights additional economic and social economic concerns, negative sentiment towards China. No? So in the poll, we also asked them that beyond the aggressive aggression towards China in the West Philippine Sea, the Filipinos also point to the influx of smuggled products that harm the local industries and weaken Filipino businesses. So if you think about it, para siyang it's no longer a territorial issue, but it has already cascaded to the issues towards economy and the social concerns of the Filipinos. So the same thing here, no? So 13% considers a smart for influx of smuggled products from China that hurt the local industries. At the same time, the influx of Chinese workers competing with local jobs. So job security is also factored in as a possible reason why we dislike China. Then lastly, we also asked about the level of agreement of the Filipinos towards the government's efforts to assert rights in the West Philippine Sea. And essentially, a great majority of the Filipinos agree with this statement that there's a broad endorsement of government actions in West Philippine Sea. Only 3% disagree with, 19% remain undecided. So this is actually one of the things that we also have to look into in the media. No, bakit substantial number that are decided on the support on uh, um, regarding the efforts of the government. While substantially 78% are supportive, there's still also 19% that needs a lot of public education and efforts on our end. So support is strong across all major regions, ranging from 67% to 89%. Agreement is the highest in CR and Mindanao, reflecting alignment between both highly urbanized and peripheral regions. While again, undecided is more pronounced in Balanced Luzon and then in Visayas, which may reflect varying levels of awareness, local priorities, and or concerns about economic and security implications of maritime disputes. So all in all, let me just go to the overall assessment here. So the latest probe on China essentially underlined the fact that we consider China as a top security and sovereignty, pose a sovereignty and top security challenge, but not just militarily, but also economically and socially. So the metaphor here is like para siyang kitchen table issue now. Now it's no longer a territorial issue, but it has also been considered as a ordinary matter for Filipinos to consider economically and socially. So there is a national consensus across classes, age, and regions on defending the West Philippine Sea. Then the results suggest strong public backing for assertive government policy, but also a need for more public education and awareness efforts, especially in regions with higher undecided responses. So collectively, the survey results reflect the voice of the Filipino people and their aspirations for sovereignty, security, and dignity in the West Philippine Sea. So I think that would be all for our survey. Thank you very much.
Doon po ba sa inyong survey nakita? Kasi alam niyo naman, kami journalist, nakakita kami ng isang malapad na papel, ang tinatanong namin yung tuldok. 34% distrust. Kung tamang aking mathematics, 66% ang may trust, or more or less, na Pilipino dun sa lalawigan ng Cagayan. Alam din natin, nandun yung EDCA sites. Nahagi po ba ng inyong survey ang dahilan kung bakit popular ang China sa mga taga Cagayan province?
So as to that question po, it's important to point out that we didn't really ask those parang uh, follow-up questions. No? Uh, Although it may signal that there is really something going on within the region, no? It could be potentially because of the yung sa EDCA. It could also be the fact that yung governor is pro-China siya, no? Or it could be also geographically a matter of geographic proximity, no?
Tinitingnan ko po yung mga lugar kung saan matataas yung distrust sa China. Perusing it. Para bang napapansin ko, sa lugar na mas marami yung mga mangingisda, malaki ang hinanakit sa China. Ang tanong ko, balikan ko yung Cagayan. Inubang Cagayan, pati sa inyong, of course, kayo ay repository ng maraming data. Marami rin ng mga mangingisda. Bakit hindi sila nagalit sa China?
Yan yung, yeah, exactly. That's the thing that we can look into in future surveys or no, kasi nga hindi natin ito essentially na tanong sa kanila, no? So we just simply broadly ask ano ba yung sentimento nila pertaining to China, but it could be, I think, maybe Rear Admiral Roy Trinidad and also Sir Chester could also elaborate on this matter.
Kanina po, earlier, nag-side question ako and nag-side comment kayo. Tanong ko kung bakit popular doon ang sagot niyo. Maybe proximity. Of course, yung geography natin, mas malapit yung Taiwan kesa sa yung China. Bakit ganun pa rin?
Okay, ganun pa rin ang sentimento. Regarding yan po, kasi it could be, it's ano ba, bakit distrustful pa rin yung mga
Bakit mababa pa rin ang distrust ng Cagayan sa China? Kung ang sasabihin natin, kaya sila medyo, kasi ang kabaliktaran distrust is trust. So I suppose may trust sila sa China. Bakit? Kung proximity, mas malapit yung Taiwan eh. Napapakinggan nga nila yung mga broadcast dun eh.
Again, sir, this is the limitation of the surveys, or no, I think we didn't really ask those follow-up questions.
So, with that, it shows only, sir, na yung inyong survey, ang sinagot lamang ay what?
Yes,
Wala kayong bias.
Exactly, yeah.
It is a narrative.
Exactly, sir.
Kung anong sinabi nila, ilamang inireport ninyo. Kaya ako po tinanong kung why, para patunayan, kasi kung hindi nyo masasagot ang dahilan,
Yes, po.
that means, hindi kayo bias doon sa inyong pagtatanong.
Exactly, sir. So we just simply ask that one. For scholars out there, like I'm a political scientist here, so I'm wearing different hats and of the fellow and then also scientist. So I know the limitation of the survey. So the survey indicates that there's something going on. So maybe scholars and lawmakers and everyone interested in this one, we look into the issue, no? And the survey provide us as a para siyang indicator of the matter. So hindi talaga siya definitive.